What's up guys, welcome to my channel. So today's video we are talking about money, okay? Because we are not trying to be broke in our 20s. Actually the opposite of that. No, seriously though, honestly there's so much I've learned about money in the past few years. I mean, I've tried the whole 9-to-5 thing, I've been a freelancer, I've made passive income through social media and blogging and YouTube and stuff, and now I'm into entrepreneurship and I'm actually understanding business and what that means. So yeah, there's just been a lot of things have just flown through here, and I'm like, wait, what? You know how you just connect the dots and you're like, oh, what? This whole thing is just, there's just so many layers to the money thing, but it's also not as complicated as sometimes we can make it seem. So first, I want to shout out our sponsor for today's video, which is Binomo. Binomo is a trading platform that teaches you how to trade. Hey guys, so I wanted to share with you how the platform works and of course bring this guy along because he's actually done some pretty successful trades in the past. And
pretty successful.
Sometimes you've taken some L's, don't lie.
Everybody takes L's in trading.
Yeah, that's true. So huge risk warning right there.
Just the wins have to be bigger than the L's.
Okay, so the first thing you need to do is look at this chart intensely. There's crypto and other coins that we can use.
Those are currencies.
Coins and
currencies, yeah.
I think we're gonna do it. What do you want to do?
No, let's trade Bitcoin.
Oh, there we go. So, how much you want to do, babes?
Bet all of it.
All right, 100K.
100K.
Let's go. The time is 14:55
so
GMT.
That gives us 2 minutes.
So that gives us 2 minutes. And then we have to forecast whether it's gonna go up or down. Majority people said that it's gonna go up. What do you think? This is actually kind of tricky.
This one is tricky. It's gonna go...
I think it's gonna go down.
I think it's gonna go down.
I think it's gonna go down. Okay, let's go. All right, 100K is on the line. Going, oh God, go down.
No, it's gonna go down.
Definitely gonna go down.
See, it reached its previous high and stopped right before then, and it didn't keep going, so that tells you it's gonna go back down.
Yes. Hey, I think
so
we did it.
We made 130K.
Whoa, so yeah, that's a whole 130K from predicting that it would go down. So yeah, that's basically how it works. We did this using a demo account, of course. When you start using the real account, the money will take about 24 hours to deposit into your account. And you can find the Binomo app on both Android and Apple Store. Plus, I have a promo code for you guys on the screen. And if you use this special code, you can get double your deposit. And if you start with maybe what, like 500 bob, you can get 1,000 bob. And yeah, and of course with everything money related, it's always a risk. So please be careful. Just do something you're comfortable with, and everything that I've mentioned will be down in the links below. And you can check out the Binomo website as well in the links, so that you guys can start making some extra income by learning how to trade. And honestly, that's the hack. The hack is letting money work for you instead of the other way around. So with that being said, let's get into learning how to make money and keep money in your 20s. So the first thing, which is not really the typical money advice you would hear a lot, but really when I started understanding money is when I started to understand that money is energy. And I know this can get kind of deep and a bit like, what do you mean? So for example, I really believe that money responds to you the way you respond to it. So I remember back in the day when I used to believe that I would have more money by like penny pinching and saving cents here and there for things, and just like really just stressing about money and its availability. And obviously that's a very good reason to stress about it, but it's just like the energy that you're putting trying to nickel and dime things can be put into understanding how you can just make more. But if you really truly believe that you can have a lot of money, you can source it, and you kind of just change your perspective of, let me not save, but let me just figure out how to make money. Let me go after that one job. Let me increase my portfolio so that I can attract bigger clients, so I can actually charge more for my hourly rate. You know, there's just different things that you can do that basically makes you more attractive to money actually coming to you. So anyway, that's just one point. It gets kind of deep, but I feel like the minute I realized that, I honestly have looked at money in such a different sense, and I felt like even through the pandemic and through it, you know, completely disrupting a lot of things, it's like, okay, but what has it opened up? You know, it's opened up, for example, trading now. It's opened up so many different ways to create passive income streams online. Like, those weren't available years ago. So the second point, and this is really crucial, especially after college or even right before, when you're trying to understand what career you want to get into or how much money you can make, is understanding skills and your passion in relation to the industry that you're trying to get into and how much money it's worth and all that stuff. So for example, if you really like painting or dancing or just some things that are very unconventional, you can dive in and understand, okay, how do people make money like this? Or maybe you want to become a manager and go into a corporate career and climb the ladder. I don't know, it's really up to you, because it's really nothing's guaranteed, but at least if you know the numbers and you basically get a very realistic look at, like, you know, like 2020, this is how much the role that I want to play is worth at this time, in this city, in this industry. In the States, there are a lot of websites that actually help with this. For example, Glassdoor. At the end of the day, it's about researching what you're passionate about and seeing what type of returns you can get. So growing up, there's this perception that you have to be a doctor or a lawyer if you want to make six figures, but that is so far from the truth. And not even that, you have to be at a certain age to make that money or a certain place to get that type of money, but it's just not, it's not what it is nowadays. Like, yeah, it's a crazy time to be alive for sure, but it's also a great time to actually tap into a lot of different resources. It also involves a lot of constant research as well to kind of get that understanding, but once you do, creating those goals and the plans and working towards that is like so much easier. So the third thing is obvious, but it's understanding your financial budget and your goals and laying it out on paper or a spreadsheet or whatever it is that makes you understand. Preferably a spreadsheet, because I feel like it's easier to like see how it moves from month to month and year to year, and actually have charts and stuff like that. Basically, having a chart or having a way for you to understand how much money you need to basically survive. And the thing about like surviving is that it gets kind of like, it gets kind of deep. Like, you're like, okay, I know I need rent, you know we need like to pay our power bills, internet, but the other things you need to add on to surviving is basically like your lifestyle. If you know you have friends and you're around certain people who go to brunch or, you know, have meetups every single other weekend because maybe that's how you bond, and not even that, maybe it just makes you feel good, maybe you're just having a good time, because we don't want to go through life having to like just be so restricted and contained. And of course there's seasons and all that stuff, not saying that, but if you put it down on paper and you understand, oh wow, for me to actually live in the place that I want to live, have my car, go out to eat, go do this, I need about this much per month. Am I making that much? Oh, and on top of that, of course you want to have money left over. What? Whew! We need money left over after paying our bills, okay? That's crucial, especially for savings. Savings will help you in emergency situations and making sure you have money that you can use to invest in certain things. Once you have that information, you can actually apply and make the next move. So I think it's vital to just understand your costs and add in the fun times as well. Then it's about actually researching different ways, like I mentioned. But the way you research nowadays is just so much different than like reading all the books, because there's some great business books and money books that have been written in, you know, the 2000s or even a bit later or whatever, but they show you the fundamentals, but sometimes they don't give you like the how and how to go after it in this age. So one thing I'm a huge advocate for is just researching, and in the strangest ways too, because there are a lot of people nowadays that are putting out content about how to make more money in this industry. Maybe you have extra time on the weekend, maybe you don't have any time and you want to find a way that makes money the quickest with your life. And I don't know, it just like depends, but it's kind of like when you understand what you can do and the extra time you have to make money, you can research and find ways that works for you. And I totally recommend diving into courses, even messaging someone that's doing really well on like Instagram or LinkedIn or something, especially LinkedIn. LinkedIn is huge because you can just like connect and like boom, like there you go. You kind of just have to go out there and put yourself in different spaces where you can retrieve and get all that info. So yeah, and you'd be surprised at how many resources there are that can actually just help you get to your goal. So the fifth and final thing I have learned about money is that time equals money. And now I've become very nitpicky to understand whether what I'm doing is, you know, giving me a return financially. And it doesn't mean like it has to really equate like, okay, I'm doing this task and how much money have I gotten. You're kind of, it's just like a weird balance where you have to trade off, all right, am I doing a task that is gonna be able to give me a bigger return, or can I delegate this task to someone else while I'm doing something that's bigger and can actually have, you know, the bigger return. It's definitely, especially with entrepreneurship and stuff, and even just like if you're a freelancer or a contractor or something, just getting help is something that's extremely crucial to enabling you to kind of go to the next level. So if you're in your zone of genius and are able to apply skills that come very easy to you, if you know that you're stuck maybe answering phone calls or doing something very tedious, yet you know your skills can actually give you more money, then you just go chase the job that can actually give you more money. This actually happened to me in my last job. I was doing something that I considered very tedious and very not so challenging, and I wasn't really applying my strengths, and told myself, no, I feel like I should just like really maximize on what I can offer someone. And if you position yourself to be valuable to companies or people and really pitch that you can do, if you really position yourself to offer a lot of value to companies and you're able to kind of quantify that as well, then you'll be able to just make more money because you're doing it because it comes easy to you. My gosh, I feel like that was like a whole loop of like, it's like a whole it's like a whole equation. But again, it varies, but those are some of the things that have drastically changed how I look at money and how I perceive it. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I would definitely want to know what you guys would do if you had a second income stream. For me, I'm an experienced person. I definitely have a wish list though of things that I want to get myself, but I'm just like waiting for, like, you know, when you like hit certain things and you're like, okay, I can treat myself. Phew, you know, like it's just like a reward, because yo, you don't want to go through life always being stressed and not being able to like have fun things and experiences. I'm all about that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and like and comment and share and all that good stuff, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.